The headlines are stark. Chinese Coast Guard rams Philippine supply ship. Filipino sailors injured in West Philippine Sea standoff. Global powers urge restraint. This isn't just news. It's a real escalating crisis in one of the world's most critical waterways. The West Philippine Sea has shifted from diplomatic protests to dangerous direct confrontations. China's actions are increasingly aggressive, while the Philippines stands firm on its sovereignty. The world is watching because what happens here affects international law, freedom of navigation, and the Indo-Pacific balance of power. The latest flashpoint? A routine Philippine resupply mission to the BRP Sierra Madre, a grounded warship at Bagong Shoal. China claims the shoal and views these missions as violations, intercepting Philippine boats with force. This time, it wasn't just water cannons. Chinese vessels rammed and boarded Philippine boats. It's a clear escalation, signaling Beijing's willingness to use force. For Manila, this is a direct assault on its sailors and sovereignty. The government has released footage to show the world exactly what's happening in these contested waters. The world's attention zeroed in on a harrowing incident. Philippine supply boats, on a mission, were swarmed by larger Chinese Coast Guard ships. Chinese vessels executed dangerous maneuvers, blocking and ramming a Philippine boat, deliberately, not by accident. The size difference made the encounter perilous for the Filipino crew. After the collision, Chinese personnel boarded a Philippine inflatable boat, punctured it, and seized equipment. This wasn't just a standoff, it was a direct, physical confrontation. The Philippines called it piracy and a violation of international law. The mission failed. The supply boats retreated. This incident highlights China's gray zone tactics, aggressive moves that stop short of open war, complicating any response. The stakes for the Philippines and its allies have never been clearer. This isn't just a chess match between governments, it's personal. Filipino sailors were injured in the latest clash. One lost a thumb, others suffered wounds during the boarding. These are real people, serving their country, now bearing physical and psychological scars. Every resupply mission is a gamble with their safety, as they face constant harassment and the threat of escalation. The stress and anxiety are relentless, with each trip fraught with uncertainty. China's strategy aims to wear down Filipino resolve, but the human cost is mounting. Manila is highlighting these stories, showing the world this isn't just about territory, it's about lives on the line. Images of injured sailors are meant to shift the narrative and build international pressure on Beijing. Behind the headlines, it's the sailors and soldiers who pay the price for this dangerous standoff. The world is being asked to see the human toll, not just the geopolitics. The conflict's true cost is measured in lives changed forever. The West Philippine Sea is a global artery. 1/3 of all maritime trade, worth over $3 trillion, passes through here. Any conflict threatens global supply chains, shipping costs, and the flow of goods worldwide. That's why powers like the US, Japan, Australia, and the EU are watching closely. Freedom of navigation is at stake, a principle enshrined in international law. China's attempts to control these waters challenge that norm and set a dangerous precedent. The legal battle centers on the 2016 Hague ruling, which invalidated China's sweeping claims and affirmed the Philippines' rights. For Manila and much of the world, this ruling is binding. China rejects it, insisting on historical rights and using force to back its claims. This puts Beijing at odds with international maritime law and the rules-based order. By ignoring the ruling and escalating at sea, China is testing the world's resolve. The outcome here could reshape the future of global maritime law. The standoff's global implications are immense. The US, a treaty ally, has condemned China's actions and warned that an attack on Philippine forces could trigger mutual defense commitments. The risk of escalation, even between nuclear powers, is real. Other nations, including Japan, Australia, and the UK, have voiced support for the Philippines and called for respect of international law. Joint naval exercises signal a united front, but haven't deterred Beijing. Diplomatic channels remain open but strained. Hundreds of protests have been filed, yet talks are deadlocked. ASEAN and the UN call for peace, but a solution remains elusive. The Philippines stands firm, China shows no sign of backing down, and the world urges restraint. The hope is a diplomatic solution before the next headline brings news of tragedy. For now, the world watches, hoping this vital waterway can return to peace, not conflict.